first night in the camper with electricity.
I like there's a way I can help you.
Hey, what happened? My baby got me a little too cocky over here. Oh, good morning!
Good morning.
Our first night in the camper with electricity.
Yes.
We got a barn to build though. We'll just put them back over here. All right, so what we did is we just took those boards off. We originally put that up to kind of see where the level is on the ground. That's how I did it at the original barn build at Shoot Dang Ranch, but this time we have a laser level. So we came out super early in the morning. I think it was like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, still dark, and we threw the level up and you could see how straight it is and how plumb our posts are. They were perfectly straight up and down. We were freaking pumped. So what we did was we marked right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. We marked, and it didn't matter where it was. We just marked a straight line all the way around where it's level. And then what we did, we started on this one first. Right here is where the line was, and we know we need to get this one. This is the highest part of the ground all the way around. So we wanted to measure down as far as we could till it hits that cement, which is 28, almost 27. We don't want it touching, so we came up just a little bit. We hit it on 26 inches, and so now we know every time where that line hit, you go down 26 inches, you mark it, and then when you put your boards all the way down, all around the whole thing, it's level. All right, guys, I don't know if you can see Danielle over there, but we put it where the line is. What we're doing is we bought 8-foot boards because it's 6-foot gaps, and then we need extra pieces to use as spacers. So that's what we're gonna do. It's not a waste. I know a lot of people will say, why did you buy 8 foot instead of 12 foot? Well, whenever we did it, we did 6-foot centers. So if you did that, you'd be half the board shy. So we got 8 foot, cut the end off, and then we'll use them as spacers. It'll make a lot of sense. On this side, we're gonna leave 1.5 inches out because we're gonna have boards going that way. So it hits right at 73, so we'll do 74.5. 74.5. Which I think I have to dig this out just a little bit right here.
You're so strong, you can do through concrete.
Yeah.
Flush.
So another way you could do it is go ahead and get you just a little block of a 2x6, 2x4, whatever, it's all the same. And whenever you slide it right here, it's gonna be right in line with it. If you need to get your measurement and you're not too good at math, and you need to add the extra 1.5 inches to whatever, if it's a weird number, just get you a cutoff, stick it on the end, pull your tape to the end of this, and it'll be perfect. This will be basically 78.
Do you remember the number?
Still using a generator.
Got so used to saying we got power.
That's fine what it is. 77.5. All right, so what we're trying to do is we want all of these 2x6s to be 2 feet apart. That may be overkill, we don't care, but I have a 2x6 because that's what we're doing. And then what we want to do is we want to find the middle of this 2x6. So, which technically it's not a 6 inch, it's 5.5. So that would be 2 3/4. You mark it, and then you mark from the bottom of the pole to here is 2 foot, is right there, and then you're gonna find that mark that you just did. I'm marking on the side so you can see. Right here, you're gonna put it halfway, and then you're gonna mark the bottom, and then now you're gonna figure out where that is. So 5, because the boards can be a little different, but it looks roughly 15 and a half. This is 15 3/8. So if we cut a 15 3/8 here and over there, and then you put the board on top, then it should be 2 foot to the middle of this and to bottom of this first one, which we're doing that because the bottom of it to the top of the top one needs to be 8 foot for our metal. So we're just dividing these in the middle. So that's how we came up with what we're about to cut right here. So now we're gonna take these cutoffs that we just did from the other ones, and I'm pretty sure it should be the correct size. And one thing you should actually know is use the side that you cut rather than the side from the lumberyard. Never trust a lumberyard's cut. And never trust the length either. Even if you get all 8-foot boards, they're not 8-foot boards. So that is 19, so we're good. We'll do our mark here at the 15 and a half, 15 3/8, whichever y'all prefer. Cut 2 of these. All right, so if we did everything correct and everything is square and plumb, then this is how it should work out. We'll stick that there. It might try to fall. Hopefully it'll stay. Throw this one here. The best thing you could do is just cut a ton of these and go ahead and have them in there. For your doorways, you do want that, but we'll come back and put it in later. It's just gonna be so whenever you do your trim. For now, we're just trying to get this done. So we're gonna take these and we're going to just sit it on top. And then this side over here is gonna be flush with the end of it. And then that side's gonna have that little piece.
Perfect.
Looking good?
Yeah, you are.
Okay. And we're gonna screw this in real quick. It's gonna be a little difficult to get out of it. But that means it's a good top fit. Next one up. Another tip also, you see how the board, you may be able to see, it's kind of nasty and eaten up and chewed up. Put that against your metal so on the inside your animals aren't touching it. Or, you know, sometimes people will put extra stuff in here to block the animals from hitting, but I always try to put it on the outside towards the metal. Then another thing, I know, Jason.
Where's your ladder?
Where's your ladder? You don't need one. So, just gonna put it right here real quick. I'll just go ahead and throw it on there. Put a screw in there. And then we're gonna go ahead and
oh God.
All right, I highly don't recommend climbing like I did unless you only weigh $150 soaking wet, because we only got 1 screw in there, or you can just nail it in. But that should be our 8 foot we'll measure. So again, we're trying to measure from the very bottom to the top. You guys probably won't be able to see this. I'll try to bring y'all in a little closer. Oh, and we off. Baby, what happened?
I don't know.
My baby got me a little too cocky over here. She was like, "You're just doing so good, and you just know what you're doing." And I said, "I know that." I got ahead of myself. The first one, this is where I messed up. The first one's correct because we measured from the very bottom to the middle. Always use screws first if you're not a professional. That way you can undo your mistakes. All right, so we got the other one wrong. The bottom's correct, and then we need the new spacer X board on top. And then what we're gonna do is measure from the middle to the middle of that is 24, so we're good. It's gonna be 18 1/4 rather than the 15. All right, same thing, put the nasty part on the outside. All right, so now this last one, I think we have to be the first one again. I could be wrong, but that's what I think.
Well, let's try it out.
All right, so we're gonna test it, make sure that's gonna be where that is. Hold it on the very bottom. And then to the very top is 8 foot. And just to double check everything, we're gonna measure one more time. Bottom to top, 8 foot. So now we just use the exact same thing, going that way. All right, so what we did was we went ahead and marked the smaller one with 15 on there, and the other one's 18 and a quarter. That way you can't mix them up. You don't want to start messing up at this point. So again, rinse and repeat. And then again, if you got all your poles plumb level and everything, you should be able to cut the exact same measurement all the way up. Another trick is when you put these boards in, they're not always going to be perfectly straight. I mean, we are just off just a hair. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a ratchet strap, get a come along, whatever, and we're going to get it from here to here and try to pull that pole just a little bit. So whenever you put all these boards, it's 100% perfect. And now we're just going to tighten it. Right there. Perfect. So if you guys saw that, we just used a long board as leverage, put it in the ground, hang on to it, screw it in. You could do it with one person, 2 people, a lot easier. So we might have to do that as we go up just a little bit. I mean, we're talking not even an eighth, maybe an eighth of an inch.
Yeah.
So now we're going to hit them with these 18s. Guys, starting to warm up.
Take it off.
You can tell how unlevel that ground is. So we're going to start working on the front, go to the front and work our way to the back. And then hopefully we'll have some dirt here by then that we could bring in, level in before we do the back. That way it's easier, don't have to do it by hand. Danielle, why'd you skip these holes?
Huh?
Why'd you skip those gaps?
Oh, a door.
That's a doorway. We're gonna have a door there.
Door
and a
here.
door here. So we're gonna try to make this as simple as possible. And we got 10-foot boards. This is a 9-foot gap. And the reason we didn't do 10 foot is I'm not good with math. And we need a 10-foot piece of metal to be our slant on top. So instead of measuring, cutting, and all that, we're just gonna go and stick them on there, do our same things. We already marked where level is, and then we'll just come back with a little saw and we'll cut them on this side. It'll be super fast. It's like I may not be correct with everything I say, but it should make sense when you watch it. Mm-hmm. It worked.
Yeah, and there's like, so you have building rules, but then it's like with anything, you gotta like also know how to break those rules and it be right. With this anyway.
Yeah. There you go. That one took, what, 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, as some of you guys have picked up, we do have what?
Power.
We have power, guys. Check this out.
So just a huge, huge special thanks to the Wall family. You saw that was Josh, that was Easton. They mean so much to me. Their family has a huge spot in my heart, so we want to give a big shout out to them.
And they were very, very nice and came out and did it. They drove out from Locust Grove. They actually knew some people we knew, and then they got it knocked out, and then immediately after that we got the meter put in. All of that you could check out on the Crocker Life.
Yeah.
But we are so pumped that we have electric. Later on, we'll probably hang out and have fun and enjoy the day.
Yeah.
But for now, back to work. go ahead and just do these. We'll go ahead and put these on. I'll be on that side. At least it's not heavy. You got it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm not. You can balance.
I feel like there's a way I could help you.
Just hand me that drill and board when I'm ready. That's how you help.
Okay.
All right, guys. So you can tell we finished up right now with the boards on what, 3 sides technically. But what we have to do is, you guys will see how unlevel this truly is. You guys saw on one side, but the other side's even worse. So we have something we got to do. It's a lot, but not terrible. And then you come over here, and it's way more. So what do we got to do?
We gotta bring in dirt.
Yeah, we got to fill it up. So we're not going to worry about the back over here to finish off the wall, because when we bring dirt, this will be where we can bring the tractor in, dump it, and then smooth it out this way, because we're not going to stop at the barn. It's got to taper down the back. And I know a lot of people are saying, why in the world did you just not level it out before? Well, I did. I leveled out as much as I could, the best I could, but we wanted to make sure 100%. And then also where the barn is like this, we learned the hard way at Shoot Dang Ranch that if it's downhill, what?
It's gonna flood in there.
Water's coming through when we get the bad rain. So with this being up, the water will hit and then go off every other direction. So we learned from our mistakes from the past. We've learned from the mistakes building from the past barn, doing this barn. It's going smooth, but right now we can't do the back. We are waiting for the dirt to come in, hopefully later today, and get it in and level it out. But until then, I think we got to utilize the power. We got some chicken in the fridge. We're going to barbecue up some chicken, enjoy this weather. It's like in the 60s, I think.
It feels amazing.
It's unreal. All right, guys, we haven't done this in a minute. We're gonna barbecue. We're getting the fire going. We're gonna hang out. It is so quiet and we have power. It feels amazing. Again, thank you to Josh and his family for hooking us up and coming out and doing this. It means the world to us.
Yes.
It literally is something we have wanted for years, and for me, this is the first time ever in Oklahoma I'm on a property that I own that has power. So guys, we appreciate you. We're gonna work on the barn more tomorrow, but for now, we're gonna munch down on some chicken, some peppers, some onion. If you haven't checked out Payne County Rust, go do it. We highly recommend it.
Yes.
All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.